Captain Warren, and welcome to the Top Producer Podcast. Today, I'd like to ask you a simple question. How healthy is your pipeline? Now, before you answer, let me ask another question. Did you immediately think about the number of opportunities you currently have? If you did, you're not alone. See, most professionals judge the quality of their pipeline by one thing: volume. 20 opportunities, 30 prospects, 100 names in the CRM. But here's the problem. A pipeline isn't healthy because it's full. It's healthy because it's built correctly. And today I want to introduce you to a different way of thinking. Instead of focusing on the volume of your pipeline, let's focus on the architecture. Because a well-designed pipeline will consistently produce revenue. A poorly designed one will consistently leave you wondering where the next client is coming from. So here's the pipeline myth. Many professionals proudly announce, I got 50 prospects. My next question is always, what stage are they at? And in most cases, there's silence. Because many aren't really prospects at all. Some downloaded an article. Some attended a seminar of yours. Some accept you as a LinkedIn connection. Some have responded in 6 months. Some you've actually never spoken with. That's not a sales pipeline. That's a contact list. A pipeline only begins when there's a genuine buying interest. Everything before that belongs in your marketing system. So I want you to think like an engineer. When an engineer designs a bridge, they don't simply make it bigger. They make sure every section performs its job. Your pipeline works exactly the same way. Every stage should have a clear purpose. Every opportunity should move logically from one stage to the next. And every stage should answer a simple question. What has the prospect committed to? Or not? What have I done? That's an important distinction. You see, sales isn't about activity. It's about client commitment. So let me give you 5 layers of pipeline architecture. Rather than measuring one large pipeline, think of it as 5 connected systems. So layer 1 is your opportunity creation. This is your marketing engine, your networking, your referrals, your LinkedIn, industry associations, thought leadership, client introductions, your referral systems. The goal isn't selling, it's creating conversations. And without a reliable source of new conversations, the entire pipeline eventually dries up. Level 2, qualification. Not every client deserves your time. And this is where top producers separate opportunity from distinction. Ask questions such as, do they fit my ideal client profile? Do they have a genuine need? Can they make decisions? Are they committed to improving their situation? If the answer is no, don't force them through the pipeline. Disqualifying poor opportunities creates capacity for better ones. Layer 3, is discovery. This is where average professionals gather information. Top producers uncover business problems. You're learning about business objectives, growth plans, risk exposures, current arrangements, strategic challenges. The better your journey, the easier your recommendations become. Layer 4, solution development. Only now should your solutions be discussed. Notice how far in the process we are? Many advisors, average advisors, begin with products. Top producers begin with understanding. Your recommendations should naturally flow from everything you've learned. When that happens, selling becomes much easier. The clients see a logic behind every recommendation. And layer 5, conversion and expansion. Winning the client isn't the finishing line. It is the beginning. Once trust has been established, account development begins, something I spoke about in the previous episodes. You can cross-sell, strategic reviews, introductions, referrals, long-term planning. A mature pipeline continually feeds existing clients back into deeper relationships. So why do pipelines become unhealthy? Well, most pipelines problems aren't volume problems. They are architecture problems. Some professionals have plenty of leads, but very few are qualified opportunities. Others are excellent at discovery, but struggle to ask for a commitment. Some build months preparing proposals that never had a realistic chance of succeeding, and others stop prospecting because they're busy, only to discover 6 months later their pipeline is empty. The issue isn't effort, the issue is imbalance. So you want to build ratios instead of hope. So one habit I've learned from studying top professionals is that they know their numbers, not just revenue. They know their conversion numbers. For example, 10 introductions create 6 first meetings. 6 first meetings create 4 qualified prospects. 4 opportunities create 3 proposals, and 3 proposals create 2 new clients. See, those numbers may differ for your business, but knowing them changes everything. Instead of hoping you'll reach your target, you know exactly how much effort is required, and your pipeline becomes predictable. So one exercise I recommend you conduct is a monthly pipeline review. Don't simply ask how many opportunities I have. Instead, ask what opportunities are becoming stuck. What stage has the highest drop off? Where am I spending too much time? See, when marketing activities produce high quality prospects, or in other words, which opportunities are producing high quality prospects? How many have progressed? And how many should be removed? See, remember, a smaller, healthier pipeline is always going to outperform a much larger, neglected one. And of course, I got to talk about discipline. A great pipeline just doesn't happen by accident. They are built deliberately. Every week, you should be creating new opportunities, qualifying existing ones, moving clients forward, removing stall opportunities, reviewing conversion ratios. Pipeline management isn't something you do when business is slow. It's what prevents business from becoming slow. So I'd like to leave you with this thought. Your pipeline is not a list. It is a spreadsheet. It is not your CRM. It is the commercial engine of your business. And like any engine, every component has to work together. When your pipeline has a strong architecture, you stop chasing random opportunities. You focus on the right prospects. You ask better questions. You forecast with confidence. You spend less time hoping and more time winning. And remember, success isn't determined by the size of your pipeline. It is determined by the quality of its design. I'm Clifton Warren. And remember, if you found this episode valuable, please subscribe or leave a review. Share it with someone who wants to build a more predictable pipeline and grow their business. Thanks for listening.